Welcome to EQMint Impact Individuals, a series where we talk to inspiring innovators who make real impact. Today we are going to talk to a company that's transforming the way India recycles plastic. And we are speaking with Mr. Mani Vajpayee, the Managing Director of Banyan Nation. Sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Mani Vajpayee. I work at a company called Banyan Nation. We are a vertically integrated plastic recycling company. We work with thousands of informal sector collectors and aggregators, and they collect the discarded plastics based on quality specifications that we give them. We also have proprietary washing processes and polymer engineering processes that allow us to produce high quality recycled material such as the granules that brands can use to make bottles again. For example, your everyday shampoo bottles, your lotion bottles, your tubes, your film, they're all made from Banyan Nation's recycled plastic. And our plastics are product contact, human contact safe. So we produce high quality engineering grade, product safe and human contact safe plastics.
So what exactly are you showcasing this year in PRS? That what is your main product here?
So Banyan Nation has been in the plastic recycling industry, particularly in polyolefins, which is polypropylene and polyethylene, for over a decade now. And this year our focus, so we are widely regarded as a market leader in the rigids packaging space. For example, in polyethylene for bottle grade applications and polypropylene also for bottle and cap and closure applications. This year our focus has been more on film grade material as well, which also can go into product and human contact applications as well. So we are launching new grades consistently, whether it is tubes or films, and this year that's been our main focus.
How did Banyan Nation started? Like the initial stages of Banyan Nation?
So well, I was living in Silicon Valley. I was working at a company called Qualcomm, and I did my MBA from Columbia Business School and University of California at Berkeley. When I was in my MBA program, I had the opportunity to evaluate the waste management space both in the US and in India. And at that point of time, I felt that India had one of the largest informal sector networks like kabadiwalas, bandiwalas and raddiwalas. But yet when you go around the country, the filth, the dirt and the squalor disturbs you. So that caused the seed, and I wanted to do something for India, and I quit my career back in Silicon Valley and I moved back to Hyderabad to launch Banyan Nation.
So what were the challenges you faced in the initial stages?
Well, for me and my co-founder Raj, the interesting dichotomy that we saw was India had the kabadiwalas, just like the kirana stores, and they were already collecting 60% of the plastic waste, but yet they were not able to have the market access in terms of reaching out to the brands. The second thing that we saw was plastic recycling was very rudimentary in nature, and it was done in a very low-tech manner. So if you were a brand and wanted to use recycled plastic for your products and packaging, you could not do so because the quality and the traceability of materials was not there. So those were the market challenges that we worked on solving, and we were been largely successful at solving that.
What are you planning to launch in the coming months or years for like Banyan Nation?
See, Banyan Nation is regarded widely as a market pioneer in this space. In fact, when you go to a store and pick up a bottle from the shelf, there's a very high chance that is made from Banyan Nation's recycled plastic. Any of your shampoos, lotions, oils, whatnot. Our trajectory for the next 3 years is to be at 50,000 tons. Today we operate at 12 to 15,000 tons, and our goal is to be at 50,000 tons in the next 3 years. So we are launching and building multiple factories in India across South India.
How do you see the future of recycling in India evolving?
See, if at all there's a market to invest, that is India. And the reason for that is there's always three major factors for recycling. First is the energy price. If you look at Europe, the energy costs are 18 rupees to 22 rupees per unit. In India, the energy costs are 7 to 8 rupees if you don't use solar. If you use solar, even that becomes, let's say, half. So our energy costs, including solar, are 3 to 4 rupees per kg. Europe is at 18 to 22 rupees per kg. So you're fundamentally cost competitive. The second thing is extended producer responsibility regulations that the government of India has enforced. India is the only country in the world that has a well laid out EPR regulation. Europe and US are struggling still. And the third important aspect is virgin petrochemical costs. So India's virgin petrochemical costs are slightly higher than the world's petrochemical costs. And as a result, what happens is Indian virgin plastic is higher. Plus, India's energy costs are lower, and India is the only country that has EPR regulations. And as a result, India has the perfect trifecta, and I call it the holy trifecta. So the future of recycling in India is going to be brilliant, and it is much better than any region in the world, whether it is Europe or USA. And I feel India is the most investable market when it comes to circular economy because of these three fundamental factors.
After PRS India 2025, what new initiatives can we look forward from you guys?
No, as I said, we are already regarded as the benchmark for PP and PE recycling. Within PP and PE recycling, we are known for our bottles, which is rigid material. We are already heavily into tubes and films as well. So post PRS, you're going to see an expansion of capacity from Banyan Nation, combined with a wider range of offering, not just rigid grade recycled plastic, but also flexible and tube grade material as well.
What makes Banyan Nation different from others recycle, like in terms of purity and process?
See, there's no magic or a silver bullet for plastic recycling. Banyan Nation has worked across three fundamental areas. One is collection, segregation and aggregation, which is driven through the kabadiwalas, bandiwalas and raddiwalas. Think of us as the Amul of plastics. What Amul did to milk, we did to plastics. We worked with the small scale milk farmers, like the small scale plastic aggregators. So we work with them and bring the plastics into our factories. Second is our proprietary washing technology that is widely regarded as the number one. We eliminate 90% of surface contaminants like labels, adhesives and inks. And third is our polymer engineering and technology. We have world-class labs, extrusion processes, and we produce high-quality recycled pellets and resins. That's what separates us.
So we are going to start with the rapid fire round right now. So one word that defines Banyan Nation.
Conscientiousness.
Okay. Which display at your booth should every visitor definitely see?
Well, the quality of recycled granules and definitely meet the high-quality people we have in our company.
Who is your favorite, entrepreneurs or buyers?
Entrepreneurs. I've been an entrepreneur, so entrepreneurs always.
If Banyan Nation were an element of nature, like not instead of company, so what would it be?
A beer brewing company.
Anything you would like to share for our EQMint audience?
Sure. I mean, solving problems is hard, particularly problems like plastic recycling. If you want to live a life worth living, solve hard problems, build companies that have integrity and quality as the fundamental framework, and build long-lasting companies that create value for the market and the ecosystem.
So that's all for the day. Thank you, sir, for
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. To all our listeners, follow EQMint for more innovative stories. Until then, stay tuned, stay driven and keep innovating.